Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin, and I have a fun little open box for you today. And this first coin is actually a coin that I had shown previously in my video on the different coins from the United Kingdom here with the different generations, different faces. This lovely, lovely, lovely William and Mary half crown. And a customer bought it and then said, I want to get it certified. And I said, I'd be delighted. I'll send it in for you. And it came back a nice XF40. And it's really such a lovely, lovely coin. For those of you who have not seen yet, we've got the brand new NGC labels on here. Numismatic Guarantee Company, no longer corporation, with a scannable unique QR code on each label that should match up with said coin. And I'm super happy about the grade on that. I thought that was a really great coin. Next up, I've got some other junk for you. By the way, I got to hang out for the bonus coin here. Speaking of junk, so this actually is lovingly referred to as a junk dollar, but not like our 90% US junk coinage as it has been known for decades, but also this boat is a JUNK, a junk. Probably not at all how they pronounce it. A very popular design from, sorry, I got distracted by the boat. I was just looking at the anchor there. But also just how the waves, how cool the waves actually look on this coin. I guess I've never really paid close enough attention. But 1934 China, 1930s, a decade that is often completely overlooked. Talk about world events. And then what was happening? Look at that. Look at that Chinese coin, Bold MS62. I think that one will probably just end up on eBay for bid. Maybe all of these will end up on eBay for bid. But at the same time, so this coin is actually an overlapping time period roughly. This has a time period from 1911 to 1933. This is Tibet. And this is a rupee. And these come stylized a little bit differently on each one. They have very different design looks to them. Interesting looking piece with the very, very open spaces outside of the figure. Extremely poorly struck on a lot of these coins. You can see, anytime you can see where you have very flat areas and very high struck up areas, you start to notice that you've got a detail problem, so to speak, a striking problem. And overall, really a neat piece, AU55. Once again, trying to grade something like this is very difficult. You have to know a little bit about what the original piece looked like to understand kind of how to grade them, but very little signs of wear. So this Tibetan piece actually, they're all over the map as far as what they sell for. So like I said, this will probably just go up for bid on eBay, but I've seen them trade anywhere from like 300 to 500 on that guy. Here's the bonus coin. As long as we're talking about Tibet, have any of you ever seen bullet money? And, is this the type of bullet you were thinking of, right? So it looks like a musket ball or a fish anchor. I said anchor again. I thought I was going to tell myself that I think they call them a weight. Among my favorite types of metal that's been turned into a tradable asset is bullet coins. Just the nickname that's been given to these guys. A lot of the Far East metal works have fun, funky shapes to them. And one of the reasons why I think maybe I'm a little bit more open to different coin styles and designs than some of y'all are, because I've always enjoyed things like these and things like a piece that they call a sicey, which is basically shaped like a boat. I mean, it looks a little bit like the boat here, where it's got the high ends on both sides and then a low middle. And if you haven't seen those, they're wonderful. I wish I would have bought and kept a whole bunch of those guys back in the day because they're just cool looking. Well, if you imagine, it looks like this, only bigger, and anyway, they're super cool. The bullet money, those trade, I think, in like that for about 40 or 50 bucks. So very, very, very neat pieces. Last but not least, we've got some, oh, can we call it pirate treasure? What's another word for pirate treasure? Well, I think it's booty. Carlos III, 1784, from Spain. I wonder if he minded having his name abbreviated Carol. Probably not. So this one's interesting. This is a half Escudo and a lovely piece, a lot of luster. There's the M with the crown. That's the Madrid, Spain mint mark on there. And neat little piece, and they called it AU Details Damaged, which is just a shame. The hard thing also is in the type of holder that it's in, it's hard to see the damage. Or are they referring to these scrapes on his face as the damage? Do you see that? See the scrape above he's got like it looks like he was in a prize fight a little bit. Scrape above his eye and then on his nose. Yeah, this is the Mike Tyson version of a half Escudo. Cool piece. Depending on where the winds blow, lots of times these trade in the $200 to $300 range in a similar condition. Just kind of depends on the day at auction, but also on the overall quality of the coin. But lots of fun on that one. I enjoyed that. This is the stuff that always brings me back into the hobby every time I get to see some really cool mixed world stuff, non-US stuff, if you will. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm Ben the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the owl button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.